Hello humans, it's me again. And now I have part 7 of The Legend of Zelda Vaati's Return. If you haven't seen the other parts, please go back and watch those ones because it's not going to make much sense on its own. Especially since it's the second half of the dungeon. So you're not going to understand anything unless you watch the previous part. Let's begin. Masaru unlocks the door to room 5 and enters in. This room has a pit shaped like the letter D. There is one treasure as well. For the monsters, there is a red Stalfos, a red hardhat beetle, and 2 others.
Oh, there's a red Bari. If you hit it, it will break into 2 berries. And that caramel colored thing with the green mask is called a Helmasaur, Vidna says. Masaru runs in and gets hit by a bone from the red Stalfos. He dies again and has to travel through the rooms again. He now has 38 rupees. Unfortunately for him, he dies twice more in this 5th room. The second time was caused by the red Bari electrocuting him, and the 3rd time was because he fell into the pit while trying to push the Helmasaur and red hardhat beetle into it. Though the trip through the same part of the temple over and over again is annoying, Masaru ends up with 52 rupees. Masaru defeats the monsters of room 5 and a key drops down. He takes the key and puts it in his pocket while he opens the treasure chest. Like the last chest, this one only holds 10 rupees, giving Masaru 62 rupees. I may be dying a lot, but my wallet is starting to fill up again, Masaru says. Masaru, you only keep dying because you are overconfident in yourself.
It's okay to be confident, but you're taking this way too far, Vidna says. Masaru smiles. So you do know my name, he says. Misha, please stop. Misha! Don't mind her, she's trying to eat my arm. Vidna stares wide-eyed at Masaru for a moment before turning away. Masaru opens the door to room 6 and this room is almost completely empty. There is one treasure chest, one Gibdo, and a pit shaped like the letter A.
Hey, these letter pits, they spell out something,
Midna says. What? Masaru asks.
Z-E-L-D-A.
Zelda! Princess Zelda, Midna says. Oh, how did that happen? Masaru asks. Coincidence, I guess, Midna says. The Gibdo tries to grab and freeze Masaru, but he gets away in time and lures it into the pit. He then opens the treasure chest and gets another key to hold above his head.
Masaru, this is getting old. Stop holding things above your head,
Midna says. Thanks for starting to call me by my real name, Masaru says, grinning.
Let's just go,
Midna says. Masaru opens room 7 to find it to be the biggest room so far. He notices the blade trap this time and carefully avoids it. Other than the blade trap, there are 2 treasure chests, 3 blue Baris, a normal Stalfos, much to Masaru's relief, and another monster that Masaru doesn't recognize. What is that worm? Masaru asks.
That's a mini Moldor, Midna says.
They get bigger? Masaru asks.
Yeah, way, way bigger, Midna says.
You should stop. Masaru battles the monsters and gains 9 more rupees. He now has 71 rupees. Look, Midna, one chest is bigger than the other, Masaru says.
Oh yes, they tend to do that. You know,
be different sizes from each other, Midna says. I'm going to go see the big chest first, Masaru says. It's probably more important anyways, Midna says with a yawn. Masaru opens the big chest and finds a fire rod. Wow, what is it and what does it do? Masaru asks, holding his new weapon above his head.
I'm pretty sure it's called a fire rod. You press the button and it shoots fire. It's very dangerous, but if used in the right way, it can be very handy, Midna says. I'm hungry. Midna, focus, please, Masaru says. You focus, Midna snaps. Masaru opens the other treasure chest and finds a key. Well, there should only be 2 rooms left. Are you ready? Masaru asks. Aside from my hunger, yeah, Midna says. Masaru rolls his eyes and unlocks the door to room 8. Room 8 is more like a hallway than a room, as it is long and skinny. 2 treasure chests are visible along with a Gibdo and a mini Moldor. Masaru, use the fire rod on that Gibdo and that mini Moldorm if you want, Midna commands. Huh? But we are inside a bunch of giant mushrooms. If I use the fire in here, won't I burn the whole place down? Masaru asks. No, it won't, Midna snaps. Masaru pulls out his fire rod and aims it at the Gibdo that is quickly approaching. He presses the button and a ball of fire is released. The fire wraps around the Gibdo and the Gibdo explodes into purple dust, leaving a red rupee behind. Ooh, 20 rupees, Masaru says and picks up the red rupee. I now have 91 rupees. Good job, boy, Midna says, rolling her eyes. Masaru destroys the mini Moldorm and gets 1 additional rupee. A key drops down and he grabs it. Don't hold it above your head, Midna says. Masaru smirks and grabs Midna off the ground and holds her up in the air. Yeah, I got a chubby wolf, Masaru says. Hey, put me down, Midna screams. Before Masaru can put Midna down, a large hand drops down from the ceiling and grabs both of them, carrying them back to the temple entrance. No! Masaru wails. And now we have to go through all of those rooms again, Midna says. So then Masaru goes through all the rooms again and gets more rupees on the way and finds a way to keep Misha out of this. Okay, now I lost where it was. He now has 130 rupees. Midna, we made it for real. Let me get those treasure chests before the hand comes back, Masaru says. That hand is called a wall master, Midna says. Masaru quickly opens the biggest chest first, finding the boss key. After that, he opens the smaller chest and receives 10 more rupees. 140 rupees. I wonder what I could afford with that, with this much, Masaru says. From that nasty man, nothing. If you could find a shop elsewhere, I'm sure you could get at least something, Midna says. The wall master returns and Masaru sets it on fire. Yeah, I'm good at this. I'm ready to fight for the earth element charm, Masaru says. Remember, if you need my help, just ask, Midna says. Right, Masaru says. He unlocks the door and goes through. He finds himself in room 4 again. This time, he easily defeats all the enemies with his fire rod and collects 75 more rupees, bringing his total up to 215. Masaru takes the boss key and slips it into the giant keyhole. He turns forcefully and the door breaks open. He enters in with Midna at his side. As soon as Masaru enters the boss room, the door locks behind him. A giant brown moth descends upon him. What do you call that large thing? Masaru asks. That's the boss of the Earth Temple. His name is Mothula, and he's weak to fire, Midna says. Mothula shoots balls of magic at Masaru, and he dies already. Masaru, why? Midna complains. Midna goes to find Masaru, and they make their way back to Mothula's lair again. This time, Masaru acts right away and fires his fire rod at Mothula. Mothula is temporarily paralyzed. Attack him while he's down, Midna says. Masaru gives Mothula a spin attack. Mothula gets back up and starts flying faster, shooting balls of magic. Masaru fires his fire rod again, causing further damage to the giant moth. Keep going, Masaru, Midna cheers. Masaru does another spin attack. This time, Mothula gets up. He flies even faster. The floor starts to move underneath Masaru and Midna, dragging them close to more blade traps. Get him! Midna cries out, narrowly avoiding the blades. Masaru fires his fire rod again, and this time when he does his spin attack, Mothula flies up and turns to stone. Because Mothula is now stone, he comes crashing down and shatters into 1,000,000 pieces. Amongst the dust, a heart container appears along with a shiny green charm shaped like 4 boulders. Masaru takes the heart container first and feels his health replenishing. Wow, you did it, Masaru, Midna says. Masaru smiles and grabs the earth element charm. Took a long time, Masaru says. He steps into a portal with Midna, and they are both returned to the exit. Now that's the end of part 7. I hope you've enjoyed it. Aside from Misha's constant interruptions. No, I'm gonna start calling her Midna on accident. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Bye.